Hey, what is going on, you guys? Happy Friday. My name is Rayge, and we are back today to unpack the upcoming event that will be going live at Reset today. And additionally, hopefully they're going to give us some more clarity on how this future event for Green Goblin and his packed event is going to be detailed, especially with the nodes and which team synergies we will be looking to build. But yeah, this is very rare. Usually we don't typically have an event that actually gets run on Friday here, but there is one that actually does go live here in terms of adding to the month-long event. So if you guys recall, this month right now for the month of November, we're working towards the Ironheart MK2 shards. So obviously we want to take advantage and get as many points as we can, getting more shards of her, but as well, pushing for this milestone so that way we're getting as much rewards as possible. Having said that, guys, this event is pretty straightforward, but I mean, there is an alarming pattern that we're consistently seeing now, so it's just something to be aware of. But this event I'm referring to is called Back to Formula. So essentially, it's opening these Got the Skills orbs, and this is going to be an opportunity for us to actually get more shards of both the new Avengers and Rebirth. So obviously preparing here for Green Goblin's event. If we hit the eye for additional details, essentially you gain progress by I just kind of swiped there. Essentially, you gain progress by actually, earning these fragments from campaign nodes. Keep in mind, this does exclude incursion raids as well as ISO 8, the incursion campaigns as well as ISO 8 campaign, and as well, there's gonna be free claims that's gonna be coming to this and a web milestone that's tied back. So all in all, it's gonna get added back. Now, typically, before I even go into the milestone review and take a look at, where the monthly event is set in this milestone, I typically like to review and see, what's going to be at least kind of nice to work towards, whether it's juicy rewards, teal gear, character shards. To be honest, there's not really much in this milestone, so it's a pretty boring milestone. I mean, there's shards here of Black Panther 1 million, but he's really just a war character. So outside of that, he's not amazing, but you can get some value out of him for war and Cosmic Crucible as a team. But really, what you want to be gunning for is milestone 13, because this is the wireframe blueprint, which essentially is going to get added back to that Reverse Engineer monthly event. I think it's a whopping 20,000 points, so pretty big. This is what you want to be aiming for. Anything beyond that usually is what I scout out for, if there's anything juicy to game for. But to be honest, it's just not worth the effort and the points to put into it, guys. So how free to play friendly is this? That's what we're going to be unpacking. If you hit scoring here for the left, very, very simple points breakdown. I love how they at least simplified this, so that way now it's easier to math out and not overly complicated. The skill orb fragments that you're going to be earning from the campaign is only 1 point per, and as well, the spending of power cores is also 4 points per. Now, the nice thing they did do actually in the blog post was they finally gave us actually clarity on how many of these fragments you're going to be getting from an energy. So they did confirm that it's 4 orb fragments per 1 energy spent. So now, going back to the spreadsheet here in terms of how this is going to look, and again, guys, this is a 7-day event that we're going to be looking forward to, so the full span of a week. Each skill fragment, like I said, it only adds 1 point, but we're getting 4 fragments per campaign, and then spending in power cores is 4 points per as well. We're going to keep it simple and keep it standard. Typically, the free-to-play average that you can maintain, assuming you're in the top 50 to top 100 for Arena, is that we can generally use about 200 power cores per day. And if these power cores are also utilized for the campaign energy, that's going to be giving you a grand total of about 1,100 per day that you use for this event. So having these assumptions in mind, for the free-to-play player, that's about 30,800 points that's going to be coming from the skill fragment orbs, and about 5,600 points coming from strictly power cores. Now, there is a web milestone that I alluded to earlier, and this one is very, very simple. Essentially, it is the collection of war credits. If you guys are going through and making sure that you hit your 3 war battles next week, you're not going to have an issue getting these credits. So it's not really, it's almost a guaranteed. Just make sure you guys are doing some war battles and obviously getting rewards from that, and you'll be easily hitting this in the web store milestone, but make sure to claim it. The nice one about this web store milestone is that it does stay put for a week, so you don't have to refresh every day. We don't know what the free claim is going to hold, but regardless, even without the free claim, you can see here our total points is 41,400, which is beyond that milestone 13 mark for the blueprints there. So yeah, that in essence is the milestone, guys. Super simple. I think I'm probably just gonna be gunning just for that. Nothing crazy, nothing beyond the T'Challa shards as well as the monthly event, because there's not really anything beyond that mark that's worth for our time. I would say save your power cores, try to min max this as best as you can. I'm aiming for 200 cores per day, but if there's an opportunity where I'm getting closer to the end of the event and I see that I'm close enough that I don't need to use the power cores, I probably won't, because keep in mind too, we also get that additional energy claim from the web store as well if you spend power cores. So it all adds up together, but overall it's a free-to-play friendly event. So as long as you have 200 power cores per day that you can utilize and you're making sure you're consistently hitting your campaign energy, we shouldn't need to spend more than that. And then for the time being, I guess we'll just keep on saving. It seems like every event now has been tied back to power core, so you definitely want to be smart about it. I remember last year I was constantly building up my power core supply, but this year there's just been so many back-to-back events with power cores that they're trying to bait us to use these resources. So definitely my game plan will be to use less if I can to hit the monthly event, and then obviously once we get that, we're in the clear for this event. So it's a boring event, unfortunately, but at least it's straightforward and it doesn't add stress to the day-to-day. Just gotta make sure you're doing what you're doing and going through your account, hitting your energy, and as well your raids and so forth, war battles, and yeah, business as usual. But yeah, we'll see you guys later in the blog post. As always, if there's anything big to update, I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.